For the release of Splatoon 2, Nintendo also gives us the Nintendo Switch Pro Controller in a Splatter design. Hey Nintendo fans and collectors, Lithium here from my channel Nintendo Collecting. Today is essentially another Nintendo Day in July. It's like Nintendo Christmas. It's July 21st. Splatoon 2 did launch today. This controller came with it, as did 3 other amiibo figures. If you would like to check out my unboxing for all 3 of those in one, there's a card up in the top right-hand corner. You can check that out. But let's get to this controller. Now this controller, the design of it is just different in terms of colors, and there's some splatters on the controller as well. I do have the original one just to compare it to that came out with the launch of the Nintendo Switch console. Now this controller is really exceptional actually in terms of design. I really do like the ink splotches on it, and I really want to get my hands on this. In terms of colors, they went with neon green and neon pink. I do think that looks really fantastic. I'll get into those colors a little bit more later on. The packaging for this is Nintendo red. I'm happy they went back to Nintendo. On the side of it, it does have the splatters on here, so you can tell right away, I guess, in marketing and if you're selling them in retail. On the back, it does tell you that this can be charged. When it's fully charged, it'll last up to 40 hours with its battery, which is really well done. This one and the Wii U Pro Controller lasted quite a long time. The bottom just has some information like that as well, but really, let's open this up and take a look at what this controller's all about. Now, I was wondering, do I get this and do I not get this? Can I wait to get another Pro Controller? Because, like I said, I already have one. Now, my thought when I was getting this is to play 2-player, because I do have a friend over right now. And my wife actually loves playing Splatoon as well. And if you've ever played a game with the Pro Controller, you know exactly how comfortable it is, because it really is the definitive way to play any game on the Nintendo Switch. So all you have in here is some cardboard, and you have some inserts. No inserts, actually. You have the charging controller, the cable for this, and this is the same one that comes with the system, so you can use either or. Just going to leave that kind of to the side. Some protective foam around this. Now, Splatoon 2, from everything I hear, you can only play 1 player on one system, which I'll get into maybe a little bit later in the video or for another time. But let's just enjoy this controller for a moment. The colors on this really do pop immediately. So this green and pink, they really are vibrant. They're called neon for a reason, so I'm happy they're not just normal green and normal pink. And interestingly, in my life anyways, my wedding colors were green and pink. Mine were green, my wife's were pink, so I really like the design of this controller. Immediately it spoke to me. Now look at the splatters on this controller, because that looks really neat as well. And it does have some of the different logos from the game as well. I didn't notice that on the box. So if you can make that out a little bit, you can see some of the logos from the game on this as well, embedded into the plastic. The handles on the controllers, as you take a good look at those, you can kind of just see the detail on these and the grip that you get from these. So it's not just a plastic feeling. They do feel really comfortable in your hand, and you can kind of tell that they have the little grips on this as well. Now, I'm just going to take off this little plastic bit at the top of the controller. This is where you charge it, of course. You do have the sync button up here as well. You have the L, R, ZL, ZR buttons, the D-pad, the 2 joysticks, the A, B, Y, X buttons, plus, minus. You also have the home button and the screen capture button if you're interested in those. This light at the bottom will tell you which controller number you are on the system. And on the back, they have more logos and more splatter designs on here as well, which looks really neat, and the Nintendo logo going there as well. If you don't have a Pro Controller yet and you're a fan of colors or, I don't know, happiness in your life and it makes you smile, I can really recommend that you get this one over the original. They're both the exact same thing. They have the same purpose, the same functionality, but really, like, bring a little color into your life. Why not? I think it's interesting that Nintendo is able to do this. I hope they do this with other Pro Controllers in the future. For other games, here's to Super Mario Odyssey, and maybe you bring us one that's red or Mario designed or something like that, because I'm all for it. Really, they're the same, it's just some slight differences. The one main thing otherwise that I would love to compare to is that on the original controller anyways, the OG controller, there's a little hidden message right in here. If you hold it up to a light the correct way, you can look through the rim right here and you can see a little message that says, "Thanks to all gamers." I'll have to test it out on this one to see if it has the message in there. I won't be able to probably see it within this video if it's there or not, but maybe I'll ask all the commenters below, if you have this controller, check it out, see if you have a hidden message in your controller, and if this is the same as the other one there. Now, the price of this in the States, I think, is like $70 to $75 US. In Canada, it's more like $90 plus, or almost $100. It's a lot of money for one of these controllers. They truly are spectacular. One of the main reasons for this is that the HD rumble in these things is absolutely fantastic. It's so weird and interesting when it has HD rumble and you actually feel it throughout the controller, which is really hard to implement, I assume, but I'm not sure how they did that, but it works really well and I really enjoy it. So the hidden message is great. The price is really hefty. However, this is the definitive way of playing any game on the system. Now, I have 2 of these. I have 2 of them because it's Splatoon 2. So I figured there must be local multiplayer in Splatoon 2. However, apparently, there's not. There's only 1 player on 1 system, 1 person per console. Nintendo, what are you thinking? I don't often talk negatively about you, but I don't understand it whatsoever. I really want to play local 2-player or local 4-player like Mario Kart 8 or even like GoldenEye or Mario Party on the N64. It's 2017. Give me local multiplayer, split screen, 2-player, 4-player. I really wanted to play this. That's the main reason why I picked this up, but I guess now I have 4 controller options, 4 sets of Joy-Cons to make 2 controllers out of those, and then 2 Pro controllers. But this was kind of an unnecessary purchase. Let me know what your thoughts are on Splatoon 2, and also check out my other video of the other 3 amiibo that I will unbox all in one video. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to fill that like bucket, follow me on all the social media links in the description below the video, and remember, as always, go collect them all and keep smiling while gaming. Thanks for watching, everyone.